Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. My name is Sub-Zero Exabyte and today we are going to be playing some Minecraft. I was going through some of my older videos and reading some of the comments from you guys, my fans, and I noticed that a lot of you wanted to see more different ideas for hidden rooms in Minecraft, so I am going to show you some ideas I have come up with and how simply they can be added to your Minecraft world. Simply follow my instructions throughout this video and we should hopefully be fine. We are going to start by designing a hidden room under the floor. I feel like this would be a good one to start with. As you can see clearly, above me is the floating house I built in an earlier video that you can see floating. It is also where the note was left yesterday, and that was the start of a crazy dimension traveling video that is still hurting my head just thinking about it. We are going to start by digging a 2x2 diggy hole into the ground, and then I will place signs on all the blocks just at the top of the hole. As you know, signs actually block water and lava flow. We can actually add 2 layers of signs because we are going to add lava on the first layer and then water on the second, so to anybody looking from above who doesn't know that this is a secret room, they would assume it is just a deep pool of lava. But just underneath the lava I am going to place the water. You need to make sure you separate the liquids right and place the signs in the correct place so that the 2 liquids do not combine and make cobble or obsidian, as that would be really annoying to remove from your entrance to your secret room and would need a diamond pickaxe. As you can see, I am now expanding the room out to contain some cool stuff. I am going to add some basic furniture like a furnace, crafting bench, and some storage chests for any special items I might want to hide inside this secret room. We always need torches in an underground room to light up all the equipment so we can see what we are doing. We also need a secret back entrance to the secret room, as there is no way to escape back out the way we came because we can't jump that high, so let's design an exit that we will hide in plain sight. Now that we have created an entrance for the wondrous hidden room, we can actually block out the entrance by building a close or under a cliff face or hill, as it looks far less obvious. You can also use long grass and shrubbery to hide the entrance. Oh, the tree has literally caught fire. I didn't even notice. This is a disaster. We need to put all the fire out before it spreads and causes destruction. Practically no one could ever see this unless they accidentally stumbled across it, which is highly unlikely, or if they decided to jump into lava. I am going to show you exactly how this new secret room works. First, I am going to have to do my secret hill parkour that I built up to my base so that noobs could not possibly find a way up. We need to hop all the way up here and go across the dirt bridge. We also need to remember to destroy these signs that were left here by the fan a few videos back. In case you haven't noticed, the hidden room is practically directly under this little stone ledge, so if I need to access the room at any time, all I need to do is head over from my house door to the bridge and jump directly down into the lava and hope that I land really well without hurting myself. Ta-da! Wasn't that fun? We jumped straight through the lava and into the special room. Notice that we didn't get set on fire because the water acts as a shield that automatically puts us out and soaks us wet before we get burned by the fire. It also helps that we jumped from a high point, which gave us a lot of force and downwards momentum, which shortened the amount of time we were sinking in the lava for. If a normal player had jumped from the ground, they would have taken a few hearts of damage when sinking through the lava before touching the water. I am now going to show you another amazing hidden room idea, so let's start by building into this cliff face. I am going to start by building an entrance and then expanding the room to make space for things like a furnace and chests that I want to hide all my valuable and secret stuff in. Make sure to also make the entrance look really realistic, as if it just naturally spawned in a brand new Minecraft world, and this will make it so that noobs basically can't see the base unless they wander directly over to it and investigate it. Next, grab some shrubs, as you are going to need it next. Like we did with the secret room before, we can literally cover the entrance to the secret room with all sorts of shrubbery to make it look really natural from far away. You would have to be really smart and have been playing Minecraft for a long time to know some of these secrets that would make you good enough to find hidden bases. Or you could just watch this video, but don't think that I'm giving you all the secrets. I keep some really cool hidden room ideas for myself, because if I told you guys, you would come and find my mansion house in Minecraft, and with that I have basically showed you you how to make a secret mountain base and secret underground base without any problems or risks and only using some of the most basic materials and easiest things in Minecraft. So this video has got off to a good start. Also, don't forget to make sure you go ahead and like the video if you learn any special tips from this, as it will show me that I am doing a good job in teaching my fans how to build. Let's try a different idea for a hidden room this time. I am pretty sure you guys are going to like this one as it is pretty smart. I have decided that I am going to build an underwater base next, so to do that I am going to have to dig deep down into the ground and then start burrowing into the direction that the water is. This saves having to build down from the water's surface, and as long as you have some sponge equipped, you will be able to soak up the water inside of the base when you have finished building it. Just follow these easy steps and it will be really easy to have a hidden underwater base that noobs cannot find no matter how hard they try or look or swim. Dirt is a really important block to use when you are designing a base that is hidden, because dirt is the most natural and common block in all of Minecraft other than stone, of course. If you use dirt and stone as materials for the wall of your hidden base, pretty much anywhere you are or wherever the base is, it will look utterly and completely natural, as if you just spawned in a brand new Minecraft world. As I said before, right now I am building the walls to my secret room with some dirt so that anyone looking from the surface will not see anything that would give my base away. We need to make sure that when we are designing the walls of this secret base, we actually leave enough room, because it is important that you are not going to all this effort to build a really secret base and there isn't much room in there to do anything or build anything. I am also going to get some glass and use that to build a window to the outside just so I can see if anyone is coming, but because it is surrounded by dirt I am pretty sure the glass is impossible to see, especially considering it is transparent, so it is basically invisible in water unless someone was really looking for it. As you saw just a second ago, I also used some sponge to clear out any water that was left in my secret room. It is always important to use sponge to clear out any water, as it is the easiest and quickest way to do it without an hassle or hours of non-stop work to block all of the water out. I am also going to get plenty of stone, which, like I mentioned, is also another very natural block to use when building a hidden base. I am going to replace a bit of the dirt to make a stone floor so that the place actually looks a little better. I don't want to let any water in though. This is a lot of work, but a lot less work than without a sponge. That will get all my belongings wet and totally ruin the point of using the sponge in the first place to clear out all of the water. I am so glad that sponges are absorbent. Now of course I need to actually build the way out and make it look very disguised and hidden in the nature of Minecraft. I am going to build a ladder and trapdoor, because that is the easiest and most simple way to get in and out of a one-block hole. Nature is key to disguising a house, so obviously the shrubs and long grass and leaves I am placing are going to cover the entrance. This is a really fun and enjoyable day so far, I must say. Okay, the main bulk of this base is done and it is starting to look rather obvious from the surface, so I am going to make sure that it looks less conspicuous using some sand blocks that I got from a beach not far away. I am sure you guys know that sand is the type of material you find in deserts and near water, so much like dirt and stone, it looks very natural and common, so it won't often interest many players at all. We are essentially creating our own beach with all of this sand to make it look like it spawned here naturally. You can see there is a running theme with all my build ideas today. A lot of them take use of nature and natural formations to actually blend into the scenery and surroundings. It reminds me of that natural parkour I built up to my floating house. That is a similar kind of thing. Remember that beaches look far more natural if you make the edges less blocky and more jagged and diagonal and random, because that is how Minecraft spawns beaches naturally. It is best to go up to a vantage point or a high point to view your beach from far away to see if it blends in or looks suspicious at all. Okay, and that is how you make a natural and hidden underwater room really easily and without a mess or fuss at all. Let's head on to the next base straight away and see how it goes. Make sure to leave a comment on what your favorite hidden base is so far, as I am eager to see what you guys like and don't like. It would also be really helpful if you could give me any tips on making my bases even better and more hidden. This time I was walking along the server and I spotted a ravine, so I decided to show you my next hidden base idea. This one cleverly uses a ravine to blend in and look like a normal cave formation to the naked eye. For this we are going to need a few more complex items such as a piston, redstone and some other various redstone repeaters and equipment. Redstone is like the electricity of Minecraft, so it's important that we make a base with at least some redstone used to hide it. This entrance is rather simply done and only really requires a few things other than the complex redstone. Place 2 pistons down facing the entrance and then cover them back up with some stone so they are camouflaged. I have cleared out some space behind the pistons to make room for the redstone. Place a redstone wire to the top piston and this should charge both of them when it is activated. Do not forget to also leave room for a switch to check if the pistons work and actually extend the stone blocks into your entrance like you want. Also, it sounds stupid, but make sure you are using sticky pistons, of course, otherwise they will retract and not take the stone block with them, which will block your base and isn't very useful. The next step is to repeat the process on the other side of the entrance with the same materials. When you have repeated the same setup on the opposite side, then make some room to connect the 2 strings of redstone so that you can control both sides with just one switch. It is also key to remember that redstone power can only travel up to 15 Minecraft blocks before it runs out. This is why we need repeaters in Minecraft, as it extends the flow of redstone by another 15 blocks and is very useful for making longer wires when you need to connect them in a circuit. It was a lot harder before repeaters were added to the game in beta. Once the redstone is connected to a repeater and both sides of the door are linked, we need to choose a place to use to open the actual door. I am going to build a way outside so that we can actually find this place. It would be terrible if I built a super secret hidden base in Minecraft on my server or single player map and then forgot to add a way to find it again. I would be running all around trying to locate it and I would probably lose all of my stuff. I am going to use some stone to build a steady ledge to the entrance of my secret ravine base. We can now place a simple switch right on the ledge to see if the door will actually open and work like we want it before we go ahead and make the base look better inside. I can jump down to the bottom of the ravine and see if my base looks noticeable. You can barely see the switch and everything else looks pretty normal and as if it was a natural ravine. Normal players would walk past and see nothing. The door actually works when we use the switch, and so now we can use some more stone to cover up the redstone and make the entrance and inside look a bit better than the mess it is now. It is important to hide redstone because if you are always walking past the thing that makes the secret base work, it kind of ruins the magic of the whole situation. Also, please don't forget to add a switch in the back of your secret base. It's okay to have a switch to use to open the door from the outside, but it's going to useless if you don't have a switch inside the base to open and close the door as well. People would just end up walking into your base whenever you are in it, and that would be so annoying and ruin the whole point of the base in general. Okay, it's time to put the piston door into action and see if it works like I wanted. It basically seems perfect from what I can tell. So if I test it, is it going to work? I should make sure the cobble is back and everything is actually in the right place before I test it. Here we go. Wow, it actually works and it's perfect. I am surprised I managed to do that the first time. As you all know, I am not the best at redstone and usually can't get it right, but it is pretty simple, so I imagine if I can figure this out, then you guys at home definitely can. And if you don't get it the first time, you can always replay and rewind the video to the part where you went wrong and then fix it with a few small changes. It would be awesome if you guys could send me some of your underground bases and hidden rooms that you build using this video to me over Twitter. You can usually find my Twitter link in the description and on the actual channel page. Usually that is where fans send me fan art and any cool pictures of anything they have built. I would love to see what you guys have come up with. The final hidden room idea that I'm going to show you is actually really cool, so let's get started by digging into the side of this mountain and create a space. We can also fill in some of the dirt with stone just to make it look nicer. This one is really cool and probably one of my favorite secret and hidden rooms. I have been making these types of rooms for years and no one ever figures out that they exist. For this you will need some mine tracks and a minecart, as well as a chest and furnace to hold any belongings that you will be taking into this base. I am going to grab the mine tracks and place them down right at the entrance to the base, and then I can place a minecart on them right at the front. Using some stone blocks we can obviously cover up and hide the base to make it look a lot more natural. We need to make sure that the mine cart is stable and won't move side to side, and then using cobble we can cover up the entrance. As you know, when you right click a minecart, It puts your player into it just like a boat. Well, you see, my fun and faithful viewers of the channel, this is where the magic happens. If we need to enter the base, all we need to do is right click on the minicart and it takes us directly into the base as if it were magic. It's like we're jumping through a one block hole or something, and it is really fun. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you again in the next video.